Anxious thoughts to mindful moments. I'm so glad you're here. And tonight we're going to continue our journey of reducing anxiety and improving sleep. These are things we can all use, and some more than others, of course. So I always like to start off with our routine and think about your bedtime routine. How do you signal your brain that you're starting to wind down and get ready for sleep? There could be several things that you do. I start by taking off my jewelry at the beginning of each show. I have stones and stuff that I like to wear for different things. So I'm going to take them off, at least off of my hands and wrists anyway. And I'm going to start with some aromatherapy with clary sage. So, clary sage is definitely one of those oils that is for calming. And just like to put a little bit on my hands, rub it into my palms, and then take a nice deep breath in. Very nice. Of course, the long breath out is important. And just that scent, so relaxing. I did look it up to see if there was anything else that might be of interest. And it did say that, like lavender, clary sage is said to directly impact the olfactory system, which is your smeller, as my mother would say. And it facilitates an overall sense of calm. So clary sage is one of those scents that signals your olfactory system to calm down. And it's on the 10 best essential oils for anxiety and stress. So you definitely want to check that out if you haven't tried it before. They do say that it also can be helpful, particularly if you're having menstrual related anxiety. And so, if you fall into that category, you may have anxiety in general, and then during the menstrual period, it may be worse or different. So, you could give that a try. You always want to check where your essential oils are sourced, make sure they're organic. And of course, you can have an allergy to anything. So, start small, take a sniff from the bottle maybe, and then you can think about rubbing your palms and really taking it in. But it's definitely a good one for calming. And I also wanted to reiterate about stimulating the vagus nerve because when your vagal tone is increased, you're stimulating your rest and refresh nervous system or your parasympathetic nervous system. And one of the ways you can do that with chewing some ice. So I've been a little bit anxious today and trying to use my tools to calm myself. And so I thought instead of drinking tea, I'm going to have some ice. So let's see if I can get it out of the cup. Mm. So the cold will stimulate your vagus nerve. You can put it on your jaw and chew the ice. Drink a cold drink. Take a cold shower. The cold will decrease inflammation and stimulate your vagus nerve. So, multi-purpose. If you've ever heard of a thing called cryofactor, that's a treatment where you go into a deep freeze, and many people claim it helps with decreasing pain and inflammation in their body. But for tonight, we'll stick with a cup full of ice and a cold drink. It does, it actually really works pretty quickly. Like I already start to feel better. Of course, I did the essential oils. I initiated my routine for getting ready for bed. And all of these things work together to help you to calm yourself. It's always good to start winding down for bed about 2 hours before you actually want to go to sleep, if possible. And kind of do some things that will kind of initiate what you're trying to do. whether it's essential oils, stimulating your vagus nerve, doing some breathing, whatever it happens to be. Start to wind down about 2 hours before. If you are taking herbal treatments like passion flower or skullcap or some blend, chamomile, lemon balm, you wanna start a couple of hours before you wanna go to sleep. Then you can do it again an hour before sleep and then again at bedtime. And it should really help you to start to wind down, signal your body that you're wanting to rest, refresh, relax, and all of these things will work together. So I thought we would do a guided meditation tonight, and we'll start off by doing a little bit of breathing. I want you to try to start with when we do the breathing, put your hands over your diaphragm or your belly so that you can really feel the breaths going deep and not just up in your chest. So we're going to take some deep breaths and release long releasing, also stimulates your parasympathetic system. And then we'll go into our guided meditation from there. And you can feel free once we finish the breathing to just put your hands in your lap. You don't want to cross them or cross your legs. Just try to be comfortable and relaxed. All right. So we're going to start with some breathing. I've got my hands over my diaphragm. Have your feet flat on the floor, your shoulders resting down. And if you're comfortable, you can close your eyes. We're going to take some breaths. So let's breathe in, hold, and release. And again, breathe in, hold, and release. Notice any tension in your body and allow it to relax now. Relax your forehead, loosen your jaw, let your shoulders relax. We're going to do our third cleansing breath and then return our hands to our thighs from the diaphragm. Breathe in, hold, and release. Return to your normal breathing pattern. Your body is relaxed. Visualize yourself walking outside. It's not too cold, not too hot. You feel safe and comfortable as you walk into the meadow. You notice as you look down that your path is there for you. Step onto your path and continue to walk through the meadow. It's grassy. You see some butterflies, lots of trees in the distance as you follow your path, going deeper and deeper into the meadow. You feel safe and comfortable as you walk. You feel like you were meant to be here. You continue to walk deeper and deeper into the meadow towards the row of trees you can see in the distance. You can feel the breeze on your face. You see a stream to your right. You can hear the water moving over the rocks. It's a beautiful, serene picture. all the different grasses, the butterflies, the sunshine dancing on the grass. Continue to walk on your path through the meadow, heading towards the trees. You notice some beautiful purple flowers on your left. And you stop for a moment to smell the flowers. The scent is familiar and calming. You start out once again on your path, going deeper into the meadow, heading towards the trees. The trees are getting closer now, the sun shining through the leaves. You know you have plenty of time to enjoy the view. You stop at the first row of trees and look upward. The trees have been there a long time. They're solid and grounded. You whisper thank you to the trees. Steeped in gratitude, you continue on your journey, and you notice your path now is going through the trees. There's plenty of room for you to walk. The trees line both sides of your path as if they are guiding you deeper. Up ahead, you see a large clearing. You step into the clearing, and you notice that there are some large rocks that look comfortable enough to have a seat for a few moments. Interestingly enough, you can still hear the stream in the distance running over the rocks. There are some birds singing their songs. And you take a seat on the rock and enjoy this beautiful view, the sunlight through the trees, nature in full view. You are content. You're enjoying the smells from the leaves and the flowers. You watch some butterflies dance in front of you. You feel at peace here. Without the nature sounds, it would be silent. There's no noise pollution, no light pollution, just your gentle clearing in nature. Take some time to sit here on the rock and take in all of it, the sounds, what you see, what you feel, what you smell. Take your time. Enjoy yourself. You now realize it's time for you to prepare for your journey back. Make a mental note of this space and all that is here for you. And remember that you can return here at any time to find peace and fill your senses with the joys of nature. You get up from the rock and take one last good look at the clearing. And then you start your journey back, stepping onto your path. You walk through the trees. You stop now and then to breathe in and release. You feel safe and at peace on your journey back to the beginning, through the trees, by the stream, coming out of the meadow. You notice all the grasses again, the butterflies, the flowers. The meadow is so beautiful, untouched. You continue to walk on your path. Keep walking until you reach the beginning. Let's count down from 5 to 1. When I reach 1, open your eyes and return with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, I really enjoyed the imagery. I hope that you did as well. And I hope that it helped to bring some peace and relaxation as you wind down and get ready to relax for the night. Remember that spot in the meditation. Those of you who have watched the show several times, we did do a show on mantra, and we'll probably do another one on mantra pretty soon. But it kind of works the same way. So if you practice this visualization, this meditation, and bring yourself to this spot where you know you're going to relax and fill your senses and find some peace, you're familiar with it. So when you're in a really difficult situation and feeling kind of anxious or activated, you can take yourself back to that picture in your mind, and your body is stimulated to relax. So why not use that to your advantage to help you relax when you're finding that you have a lot of anxiety happening, or you're in a difficult situation, or just feeling anxious? It works pretty well, especially if you practice the meditation several times. Then it's kind of imprinted in your mind as your relaxing place. So finally, tonight, I would like to talk about sleep hygiene once again. We keep talking about it. If you've been watching the show, I hope you've started to incorporate some of the principles. So, you want to select a time that you go to bed and try to do that on the regular. Of course, there's going to be nights when you have other plans and you might not, you know, just hit your regular bedtime. But on the regular, try and go to bed around the same time and get up around the same time each day. It just makes it a lot easier to fall asleep. Your body knows that you're going to sleep at that time. And of course, we already talked about preparing for that and getting a routine that works for you. So, as you do this, establish a bedtime, a wake time, and a routine that starts 2 hours before bed, you'll see that your body will naturally start to wind down and you'll be ready to go to sleep. We talked about your environment in the bedroom, and I'd like to talk a little bit about lighting. So, the overhead lights that are in a lot of homes are really hard on your eyes. And um, if you can, you want to use lamps instead of the overhead light. And it kind of like gives a different kind of ambiance. There's different types of bulbs as well, but let's just start with this. So, the you want to make sure that the lighting is not really hard on your eyes and kind of a soft environment. Some people use different colored bulbs, even like a pink bulb or something that's calming. Right. Um, you don't want to do things in the bedroom should be set aside primarily for sleep. So you don't want to have things that you're doing, um, like work or your computer in the bedroom if at all possible. I know some people are in studio apartments, so they've just rented a room, so that can be difficult. But you can designate an area of the room if you need to, and just have the bed really be primarily for sleep. Um, you definitely can make it as conducive to sleep as possible as well. So the pillows, the blanket, sheets, part of your routine would be, keeping it clean, keeping it um, that it's easy to get in and out of. It's a really good idea to make your bed in the morning because then it's all ready for you when you're ready to go to bed. And um, if you're not in the habit of doing that, it can be difficult to establish that, but once you do, you'll find that over time, you'll see the benefit, and then it'll be easier to get it done, right? Because when you're coming home, it's a nice clean bed that's made, and you don't have any work stuff on the bed, you don't have any projects, and it's just there for you to relax. Now, many people like to take a bath at night, and that can be a really good thing to calm yourself, a warm bath, maybe use some bath salts, oils that are calming. We've gone over many different essential oils that are calming. Tonight, we talked about clary sage in the beginning, if you're just joining now. And clary sage is calming to your whole system. Um, and you can just put a little bit of oil on your hands, like we've been doing, and take it in. You can put a drop or two in the bath. So sometimes that could be part of the routine. It might be something to consider if you have trouble winding down for sleep. Just I would suggest that be part of what you do in at the between the 2-hour mark. So starting at 2 hours before bed, you start to wind down, right? And you start your routine, maybe do the nice warm bath with the salts or the oils, and put on what you're going to wear for bed, complete any tasks, maybe do some breathing, meditation, and all of these together are going to you're teaching your body what it's like to calm down and get ready for sleep. So I hope some of these sleep hygiene tips are helpful to you. I'd love for you to put a comment on the show. Let me know if there's anything you'd like me to cover. And I hope you have a peaceful night's sleep and a very relaxing rest of your week. We'll be back again on Sunday night for another episode of From Anxious Thoughts to Mindful Moments. Bye, everyone. Love you.